Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. So, I've already filmed this video, but I'm having technical issues. So, we get to play Bookopoly again, and I know what you're thinking. You already did a July Bookopoly, and then you did a summer school Bookopoly, because I'm going to be a teacher, and that readathon sounded like so much fun because it's going on for the whole month of July. But I found another readathon that's happening for the whole month of July that I would love to participate in. I have all of the prompts here, and I had all the books I was going to pick for them right there because we already played Bookopoly, but then I don't know what happened to my computer. It just glitched and erased the whole thing, and it's super annoying. So if this doesn't work this time, then I'm just not gonna do the other readathon. You know, I just give up. But let me know how you like this angle for filming our Bookopoly. I thought it would be different. Let me know if you like it or if you don't in the comments below. And I will link the announcement video for the Pixar readathon. I didn't even tell you it was the Pixar readathon, did I? Okay, well, it's a Pixar readathon, so it's based on all the Pixar movies. And each movie has a different prompt. The only thing that they're not doing is, for each series, like Monsters, Inc. has a couple different ones now, like 3 now. We're only doing one book for the 3. If you happen to read all 14 prompts and you still have time and you want to read them again, I mean, not the same book, but the same prompt with a different book, then that's allowed, but you are not allowed to double up on prompts. So I have to pick 14 books, so that means 14 turns. So if I get doubles, I will not be rolling again. I'm actually going to try and roll it kind of right there so you can see it better. And then my little guy's right there because that's where we ended last time. Okay, sorry, I had to fix that so there's not so much glare anymore, which is good, right? But I actually have my current July TBR right here. These are the books that I'm going to try to fit these prompts and these prompts on the board first, and then whatever ones I can't fit will end up being new books, which is fine. I could have potentially, if none of these books work, I could have 14 new books, but I don't see that happening. I think maybe a couple books, you know, maybe like 5 or 6 more. Even that would be quite a bit, but we'll see. So I have all my prompts here, and I think I'm just gonna pick my books, and then after I take all 14 turns, so if I get doubles, I will not be taking an extra turn because it's for a readathon. And if I go to jail, I will just have to read my lowest rated book. I won't actually have to add another book, because usually I read the lowest rated and have to read another book, but I only want 14 books for this readathon. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm not explaining it very well. But let's just start this game one more time. If the footage doesn't work, then you will not be seeing this, and that's okay. I just won't participate. Let's just hope that it does work. Alright, turn number 1. Okay, well, you see that one, but it is, oh, wait. I'm obviously not very good at this. So it's 6. I'll hold it up. It's a 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I landed on go, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can count. Usually, I think that's a mood read. So I'm actually going to pick that one at the end to see what prompt I have left and what book would fit that prompt. So we'll come back to that one at the end. But it's usually a mood read, and usually I can use it, you know, part of the way through the month. Alright. Roll number 2. So it's in 11. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Toad Harbor is Pet Pick. Okay, so I actually got Bella here. Come here, Bella. Come here. See? So she's gonna pick if I can sneak these treats over here. Here, Mama. You can have that one. Okay, now she's gonna pick one of these. They both would fit for the one of my prompts. Bella, look. No, over there. Look over there. Come on. Which one? Okay, so she picked The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. So that is going to be added to my TBR. Good job, Bella. Baby girl. Okay. So for that pet pick, I had Bella choose between The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis and We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, because they both have an interesting sibling relationships. Interesting sibling relationships. I'm kind of glad she picked The Chronicles of Narnia because I had to read this one anyway. So now this 800-page book, 766-page book, is the first book that will be added to the Pixar-A-Thon. Read-a-thon TBR. So it's pretty exciting, right, guys? Okay, now let's shut the door the right way and take our second turn. Yeah, because I had to start all over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just kidding. I landed on go, but that's a mood read, so it's going to be the last one I pick. Then we landed here. I'm like, that seems like a really far amount. But I forgot that I landed on go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is a random generator, and it was 7. So I think last time we did the color generator. So this time we'll do the letter generator. And either the author's last name or the beginning of the title, excluding like the or an, has to start with this letter. So let's do, this one feels lucky. D. I'm gonna need a minute on that one. Okay, so we landed, bless you, Bella. we landed on the random generator, and I picked from my letters. I picked D, and for D, I am going with All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. And this is a historical fiction. It's not really romance. I thought it was romance, but spoiler alert, this is the one that I read already in July, but I'm going to count it towards my Pixar-A-Thon, because technically, as long as I read it past midnight last night, which I did, then it should count, because the readathons already happened. I'm just late to the party, as per usual. Actually, no, I hate being late for anything. Ask my husband. He'll tell you that I have to be there like a half hour early. I'm one of those people. But this time I'm late. Alright, now let's get book number 3. So that is 9. You can kind of see it, but here's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Bone Dry Dunes. Actually, that's perfect because I'm pretty sure that's a short read. Okay, so Bone Dry Dunes is a short read, so I picked a graphic novel because I can just like get through graphic novels so quick. It'll help with all the other books that I have to read this month. So I don't know a lot about this one other than it takes place at like this prestigious prep school, and it's a thriller. I'm pretty sure that someone is murdering the students one by one. So it's like The Breakfast Club / I don't know. They're picking them apart one by one. But I don't know. It sounds interesting, and it's a short read, so that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to move this over so you can see it when it goes around. So then here's that. So it is 7. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see it, but I'll show you. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's the Brown Arrows, which is yet another generator. So I normally would just do like a number generator since we already did those, but I kind of want to have a little bit of a say. What should I do here? Should I do a number generator? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do it slightly different than normal though. Maybe. So. Okay, so I have 5 unread shelves, so I'm going to do 1 to 5 and generate. I can't quite read it, so. Okay, actually, it just gave me like a ton of numbers at the bottom. That's not what I want. Okay, if this one doesn't work, then I'm just gonna do my color jar. But generate, it did something. Okay, so it's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's gonna be off this shelf. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books. There's actually 17, but 3 of them are part of a series that I can't read until I read the first one. So we'll do 1 to 17, and generate. Hopefully it's something good. So it's 15. Okay. So it's An Ordinary Man by Paul Rusesabagina. So it's about this guy. He back in 1994, when Rwanda was having all the genocide happening there, this man opened up his hotel to the public and saved thousands of people. And this is his story. Alright, so let's go to roll number 5, which is 4. Choose 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I landed. Let's see. Oh, I guess it would have worked better this way. But I landed on the star prompt. This one scares me a little bit. Oh, what the heck? Oh! Okay, I forgot that I put this one in here. So it's a Rory Gilmore challenge book. So I actually have a list of all the books that were mentioned in the Gilmore Girls for when this comes up. So let me see what I have compared to what's on the list. Okay, so actually it wasn't super hard to find a Rory Gilmore book that I owned. I actually own a few of them, but this one was already on my TBR, so I really need that right now, like a lot. So I'm picking Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. This is basically the first utopian ever written about, but since utopia doesn't exist, it's basically the groundwork for all the dystopians that you read. So you're welcome. But I really want to see where we started with dystopias to where we are now. I love dystopias. So I'm excited for this one, actually. It is a classic, which usually is out of my comfort zone, but you know what? I'm doing it. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we still have 9 left. Alright. Let's try. There we go. Maybe. Boom. So that's 8. You cannot see that though. I was trying to do it so. Oh, see? You can see that. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I landed on another star. Uh-oh. What's it gonna be? Oh, okay. I thought there were 2 there for a second. Oh. Okay, it says read from only one shelf for the rest of your turns. So I'm going to tell you right now, all my TBR is on this shelf. So all my books are going to be from this shelf, more than likely. Interesting. I haven't picked this one up yet, so don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that. Well, I guess I was just not thinking that I was going to be crazy and participating in 2 readathons at the same time. Yeah. 6. So there's that. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, so that is the cube. which is Out of Comfort Zone. So it's gonna be like right there. Alright, so we landed on the cube, which is an Out of Comfort Zone read. So for this one, I am picking, so I did pick from the third shelf, so that means the rest of the turns have to be from here. Because this was already on my TBR, my entire TBR is right here. So this is The Martian by Andy Weir. And it's Out of Comfort Zone because it's like space and sci-fi, and I usually don't care to read that. But I've heard this hyped a lot, and apparently it's a really big movie that I never watched, and so I'm gonna give it a shot. And then we still have 8 more books, and we can only take from this shelf. Oh, guys, what are we gonna do? Okay, so that is 9. There you go. You can see it, or you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. Okay, so that one's Bowser's Castle, which I'm pretty sure was a retelling, because at the beginning of this year, I was really into retellings. Let me see what I can do, because I'm not sure I have any retellings on that shelf. Okay, so I think at the beginning of the year, Bowser's Castle was retelling, but I've read all of my retellings except for one. But at the time, it's like one that I just got recently. So at the time, I didn't have any. So I changed it to middle grade because I have collected quite a few middle grade books that I have not yet read. And then I have some of my favorite middle grade books that I would love to reread and revisit. So with that being said, I'm going to pick a middle grade, or I already picked a middle grade. So I picked Jerry Spinelli, Stargirl. I honestly don't know much about it. I think it's about a cheerleader who gets bullied, but I could be totally off base. I just know that Kayla from Books and Lala likes it, so that's why I picked it up. Alright, 7 more rules left. So that is a 6. Let's see, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is a water park, which is a book that's predicted to make me cry. Ooh. Okay, so when I landed on water park, I immediately knew what book I was picking, and they've all been from the shelf, so I'm doing really good. I honestly don't even know if I would have picked any other ones that weren't on that shelf, but whatever, we're working with it. So, An Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. So, this is like from the point of view of a child who's like writing in a diary and doodling little pictures, and it's about being Indian in a like white community, and I don't know why I put parentheses in that, like really in a white community. And I think that in this book he gets bullied, and it's gonna break my heart. But I'm ready for it. I got this. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we've got 8 and we need 14. So we're on number 9. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, closer, yeah. 3. I feel like you guys can see that. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, it's another star. It's another star prompt. Oh my gosh, it's the third one, you guys. Oh, okay, so a most anticipated book. Okay, so for most anticipated, I'm bending the rules a little bit. I know I'm supposed to pick from this shelf and only this shelf, but I'm picking an audiobook for my most anticipated. I'm going to read The Poet X by Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, I don't know her last name. It's not that I don't know, it's that I can't say it. Who wrote The Poet X?
Elizabeth Acevedo wrote The Poet X.
Elizabeth Acevedo wrote The Poet X. But I have it on my Libby app. It's going to be available soon. It's poetry about, I think, growing up in America as a Latino. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But it's something that I've heard is really powerful, and Elizabeth Acevedo is a very powerful writer, and I'm told that that I should read some stuff by her. So you know what? I'm going to, and I've always thought that the Poet X sounded really good, and it'll introduce me to a new author. So that's always good. And then let's take our next turn. So that is 4. Well, see, I'm trying to do it. It's backwards. That is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's pink arrows this time, which is yet another random choice. So we'll probably do a cover of the book, but let me see. Okay, yeah, I just had to write down the Poet X is on audio. So let's do this since we've already done numbers and we did letter before that. So it has to be like an orangish cover. I know it doesn't look orange, but well, let's see, because this is pink, this is orange. So to me this looks orange. It doesn't look like it on the camera, but I don't know if I have anything orange. And it's gotta be on this shelf. Okay, we're gonna redo that one just because that shelf doesn't have anything orange. Green. Okay, I guess I have a couple options for that one. Okay, so we're actually going with the first choice because I did not notice, but there's orange in the middle of this cover, so it matches. It is You Again by Deborah Jo Immergert. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is an ARC that I won on Goodreads, and it's about this woman, Abigail Willard, who starts seeing herself around New York City like she's in her 40s, and I think she sees herself when she's 22, and she kind of starts stalking herself and questioning some of her decisions and as to like how she got to where she is now. So it seems very interesting to me. Alright, we're almost there, only 4 more. Come on, we got this, right? Alright. So it's 7. There you go. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sunshine Airport. Oh wow, it's been a while since we landed on that one. I believe it takes place somewhere other than the US for that one, but let me check. Okay, well, I missed a really great opportunity to make Sunshine Airport a book that takes place somewhere other than the US, so that I could diversify my reading even more. And like, duh, that's what I should have done. But apparently I put adaptation, so like it was adapted into a movie or a TV show, which I'm not super mad about because this is another short read, so it'll help me read everything else I need to read this month. And that is The Walking Dead Volume 1, Days Gone By. So this was adapted into a huge TV show. It's about Rick and his found family, and, well, I mean, his wife, his kid, and the rest of their tribe, their gang, I don't know, the rest of their family, you know, their found family. And there's zombies chasing them, and they're, like, running away and trying to find a good place to live and grow old. So that will be fun to read. Alright, 3 more turns. That is 6. Can't really see it too much, so I will show you. It's 6. Okay, I had already rolled, right? I got a 6. I'm pretty sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mount Wario again, which is an author I've been meaning to read. Okay, so for Mount Wario, it is an author I've been meaning to read. For that, I picked Amber Smith, The Last to Let Go, mostly because I already have to read this. I have a few of Amber Smith's books on my shelf that have yet to be read, and they've just been sitting there. She seems to be a hard-hitting contemporary author, which is the only time that I like contemporary, generally speaking. But this is about Brooke. She's in her junior year in high school when she comes home from school, and her mom is getting arrested for killing her abusive stepfather. So she kind of changes gears from thinking about college to finding a way to prove that her mom was just defending herself. So that sounds epic. Alright, we only have 2 more turns left. Alright, Jelly Bean decided last minute that he wanted to be in the rest of this video. You know. He's fine. Alright. So, let's see how we can do this so you can see. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, it is not... It's 6. Like that. See? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bowser's Castle again. So that's another middle grade. I do like my middle grades. Okay, so for... Actually... Alright, so I forgot to look on my readathon prompts for the first one. But I ended up going with The Giver by Lewis Lowry. So I believe this is like a dystopian type of classic. And I really hope I'm right. I'm gonna say I'm right for the sake of this video. But I would consider this like a middle grade too. I'm just going with it. Okay. And then our last roll is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is out of comfort zone read because it was landed on a cube. Okay, so my final book for this readathon is Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. It's nonfiction, which is outside my normal comfort zone. And then let me just go through quickly the books and the prompts, or the movies. The movies, the prompt, and the book that I picked for it. That was a lot. So, for Onward, the prompt was, or is, an interesting sibling relationship. So, I picked The Chronicles of Narnia. Actually, Bella picked The Chronicles of Narnia because it was between this and We Were Liars, and she picked this. And then for Ratatouille, it was Unlikely Friends. And for that one, I'm picking All the Light We Cannot See. I thought it was a historical romance between a Hitler Youth and someone hiding out. It's just a friendship, but it was really cute. Oh, yeah. I already finished this book, but I'm counting it towards this readathon because it started today already, and I just read that today. Then, Monsters, Inc. was something that will scare you, and I was actually reading the first couple chapters of Morning Glories Volume 1, and I know what you're thinking, it's a graphic novel, it's not going to be scary, but the pictures are really graphic, and I can't really give spoilers, but someone who's supposed to protect the students and help them, as a future teacher, this just makes my skin crawl, because someone who's supposed to be there and help the students is actually hurting them, and no, that makes me so mad. Even though it's just in a book, no way. Not good. Then The Incredibles So it's fighting for good. So that one is going to be An Ordinary Man, an autobiography by Paul Rusabagano. I know I'm mispronouncing it. I'm so sorry. But I already told you, he saved thousands of people during the genocide in Rwanda. So I wanted to read about that. Then The Good Dinosaur. Hold on. Okay, I never wrote a book down here, but I'm pretty sure it was this. So The Good Dinosaur, obviously dinosaurs are extinct. So The Good Dinosaur took place a long time ago. So this was a different time period, a historical setting type of book. And for that I picked Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Then the next one was A Bug's Life, which is inventors or inventions. I don't really have anything proclaiming inventors or inventions, but the creator of this readathon did say that sci-fi would work because that's like different technology. This sci-fi is spacey, so you have to have a rocket to get there, and I'm justifying it. So The Martian by Andy Weir is to represent A Bug's Life. Then Toy Story is middle grade. So that is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. And then Inside Out is a book that gives you all the feels. So for that, I'm going to read The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. And Coco is by a Latinx author, which will be the poet X. I have that on audio. Then Up. So it's a Grumpy and Sunshine duo. So for that one I picked You Again by Deborah Jo Emmerger. So this follows Abigail, who sees herself when she's 22 hanging out in New York. And instead of just letting it go and being happy with the life she has, she starts stalking the other version of herself. And so I feel like the young version of her is the happy, sunshiny one, and the older version of herself is the grumpy one. And I know that's not exactly what this meant by that prompt, but that's how I interpreted it. I can't talk today or ever. Then, okay, I picked another short one to help me get through all these books. And for Finding Nemo, it was a found family. For that one, I picked The Walking Dead Volume 1 because they become a big family that's trying to outrun the zombies. And it's just, I love the TV show, so I did up until they killed someone that I was mad about them killing, so I'm a few seasons behind. But I hope the comics are as good, if not better, than the TV show. See, I told you, I can't talk. Okay, and then it's Brave, an interesting mother-daughter relationship. The last to let go. her mom gets arrested, and she finds that it's her responsibility to get her out of the mess. And then Wall-E is a dystopian, which is the giver. I'm pretty sure this is like dystopian. If it's not, sorry. And I really don't know much about it. And then the last one, is Cars. It features celebrities or fame. So I went with Tina Fey, Bossy Pants. I actually just got this at the thrift store because it was really cheap. But I also have the audiobook version right now checked out from my library. So I might just listen to it on audiobook. Typically that helps me listen when I read nonfiction. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and Jelly Bean. And I'm sorry this video was so freaking long, but that is my TBR for the Pixar-A-Thon. Pixar-A-Thon. I don't know. I think it's Pixar-A-Thon, but I'll link it down below. Bye. Say bye. Bye. Bye, guys.